Hello and welcome to That Man. This is some merchandise. How are you guys doing? Well, I hope. And today we are looking at Figma Megumin number 407 from Good Smile Company. It is the 10th anniversary of Figma, and in this box you probably can't see anything at all. It's a very reflective box for a change. It's quite weird actually. And Megumin, out of all of the characters, honestly, out of the four main characters, she is actually my least favourite. But I still really like her in terms of things. This one looks like quite decent. I was a little bit underwhelmed with the Megumin Nendroid. Out of all of the Nendroids that they've released for the characters, I feel like she was actually the worst one. Not because I think it was just because there was stuff like her hat doesn't stay on, the staff doesn't stay right, the explosion takes up a lot of space. I know we're going to have another explosion with this one, so it's very much like to like in terms of things. This one you do get Chomsky as well though, or Chomsky or whatever, I can't remember how you pronounce it, which was only available in the Megumin special edition that was I did also cover. I mean, like I said, Megumin's out of my characters. She's actually my least favourite, but I did like her enough to buy both versions of the Nendroids. And I would buy another Nendroid if they released her. In fact, I'm actually trying to find the bigger ones from the Kazuma Belfine figure that I did a few weeks ago. I'm trying to find the Megumin and Aqua and Darkness of them, but no use so far. I'm rambling. Yeah, this is actually based on Konosuba Season 2. Instead of the movie that's upcoming. I noticed on the Chasm and the Darkness one, which just got announced at Wonderfest. Brilliant, we're going to have the full squad. They are actually based on the Konosuba movie, which is all about Megumin. It's Megumin's time to shine. Be excited for that one if you're not read ahead in the light novel. Enough rambling, we're going to look at Megumin and see how she fares up with useless Aqua. Jump cut! And there we have her straight away, looking rather adorable. The cape looks massive on her. The only thing I kind of don't like is that, I don't know if it's the way the hair's moving or what, but the cape looks far too big for her. But maybe it's because it's supposed to be able to blow in the wind. Oh, that looks so much cool, look at that. That is going to be amazing for an explosion setup. All of the ball joints are kind of what you would expect from a Figma. Yeah, that was weird. It doesn't want to go back on either. Yeah, the ball joints seem to be pretty decent, pretty nice. I like this, yes, so she can be paused pretty easily into stuff as you like her to be. There she is, I don't know, eating some imaginary pie. Design wise, looks pretty darn faithful. Unlike Aqua, who had a lot of colours, obviously she had a lot of stuff going with her skirt. This one's a little bit more block colours, which is perfectly fine by me. Konosuba isn't one where it's kind of over the top in terms of design for the characters. They're just fun archetypes who are really stupid and idiots. I like the way the pattern's done on her, and I like the way they've attempted to make her bandages look very more authentic than they're normal. The boots are standards looking boots. Like I said, the only thing I don't like is the way it just look. I don't know. It just looks slightly awkward with her head and the cloak. That's the only concern I have. There's no blemishes or anything particularly bad on her, as I can see. Chomsky. Or Chomsky, I can't remember what he's called. I just call him Chomsky. Yeah, it's a sitting down pose. It's not really anything compared to the one that you got with the Nendroid. But it's nice that he's actually included in this, in my opinion. I felt it was a bit of an oversight by Good Smile to not include it in the original Nendroid and then put it in for the other one. But yeah, I'm completely fine with that. He doesn't want to sit up properly. Kind Does he sit on a flat surface? Yes, he does. It's just this is not flat enough. Right, let's have a look at some of the other kind of features and stuff we get with her, shall we? First major problem with this Figma is that the hat refuses to go on. You can put it on and it's all right if it's standing still. The problem being is that, can you see that? That is flimsy as anything. That's like a tag. So the way you've got to do it is that clips into between the face, the front part of the hair and the back part of the hair, and that is supposed to stay on. Because that is so flimsy, it is almost impossible to get that on. I've spent about 20 minutes trying to get that on and it just won't fit on. That is shockingly bad considering how expensive these things are. And I think Good Smile need to get that sorted. That should have been a proper peg of some kind, or it should peg into the top of a separate hairpiece. Because you're paying so much for these figures and having something like a major part of the character not even clip onto properly is absolutely shocking. And I've just ruined everything else. So here we have another facial expression. We have the more explosion one, plus we have her little eye patch and stuff like that. You get another teeny tiny bit, which I'm not going to show on here because it's almost impossible to see and I do not want to lose it like I've lost other pieces in the past. It's still not easy to get a hat on this type of hair, but yeah, it's manageable. It's slightly manageable. I don't like... God damn it, Aqua, you are so useless. I don't like how it doesn't seem to cover her eye at all. It seems to be placed slightly above, which is a little bit annoying, but that might just be for this kind of faceplate. We'll try it with another one, shall we? One thing I am noticing is that the other faceplate, this one is far more secure on the face than the standard one is. I'm not really sure if there's a reason for that, but yeah, again, it's a little bit better. It's not really on the correct positioning. Again, Good Smile Company, not good whatsoever. Really not impressed so far. I mean, yeah, there's great parts, but for the price you paid, I think I paid more for this than I paid Aqua, and so far there's a lot more issues. But maybe I'm just being picky. But then again, I've got every right to. I've paid 60 quid plus had to pay customs on top of this. This costs nearly 70 quid. If I'm paying 70 quid for a figure, I expect a good quality one. And staff comes pretty interesting. I feel like this is a little bit better made than the whatchamacallit one was. The what do you call it? The Nendroid one. What's interesting with this one is that you can actually take off, if it'll let you. It's actually coming off. It's just spinning around. Yes, it took a while. You can actually change the orb. Where's the end of it? You can change the orb to look a little bit more clear, because that's where the explosion comes from. And you can also change this bit. Why do you need to change this bit? Because that's where the explosion goes. Let's look at the explosion, shall we? Right, well, a lot of problems here. This is pretty much snapped almost straight away and is completely broken. That bit, because I didn't realise how to be pulled out, has went in and is impossible to pull out. 70 quid and I can't even do the explosion, and the main part of the figure is broken. And quite frankly, Good Smile, I'm really tempted to actually send the whole thing of this back and get a brand new one. Absolutely beyond a joke. Hat doesn't even clip on. I can't even display it. I can't even display. absolutely fuming with that. I mean, yeah, this will probably just glue back on, but I'm sure I can get something to sort that bit out. But this, absolutely, that shouldn't have been connected if this is the case. Right, trying to contact Good Smile Company, I believe. Well, there we go. For the meantime, I've had to sellotape it. It took a few workarounds, but I managed to get this on. But this has really put a dampener on actually owning this figure. I tried to contact Good Smile Company, but they're actually away for training at the moment. So yeah, this is the stuff. I feel like it would have snapped anyway. It's not very supportive down here, and yeah, I mean sellotape for now, but I'm going to request a new stuff. I mean, the bottom half is just appalling. That is appalling quality, and it's because it's so thin. This is why I didn't get the other bit out, because I was like, yeah, it's not going to work particularly well. Anyways, I did get some, we had to kind of blue tack this onto her head, but I don't know. Right, let's set her up and display her, shall we? Before we go on to the other poses, I thought we might as well at least give a little bit of showcase to this face. Yeah, it looks like some perverted person has stole her underwear. Except they're actually still on. God, that is terrible. This is not going well. You can take the cape off, apparently. But I don't want to force it off because everything has gone wrong with this Figma so far, and I really do not want to chance it. Let's make her into an explosion pose, shall we? Wait a minute. After all, it's supposed to come off? I have no words. After all that. And I did read the instructions as well. I did read the instructions on how to set this whole thing up. I have no words for it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Oh well. Oh dear. And here we have a selection of hands. So we have a cute hand and other ones that just don't want to stick on the side. I am really not having a good time with this Figma so far. I don't know which one holds it. I'm assuming this one holds it. So I'm assuming when this connects up, it's all going to be connected together and fine. I really hope so, because I do not have any faith at this moment. Oh well, let's try and get it set up, shall we? There we go. Finally sorted. And look, sellotape is back on again, because despite the instructions showing that, the hand doesn't grip that. That is too top heavy for this, so it would snap anyway. And this hand is almost impossible to put on. Overall, I think this is an absolute disgusting quality skipped figure. I love the character, I love the design. There's far too many problems. This should have not have taken me an hour and a half to set up. Anyways, apart from that, Aqua is pretty much great. I mean, yeah, she has issues standing and stuff like that, but definitely check her out. Let me know if you have also had any issues with the Megumin Figma and what you did to kind of resolve them. And let me know that in the comments or whatever. But yeah, this has really put me off considering buying Kazuma and Darkness. I know I think I've already pre-ordered Kazuma. But I will certainly be getting in touch with Good Smile to ensure that this whole stuff is replaced. and we'll see how we'll go from there. Also, by the way, for the hat I actually used blue tack. Yeah, I know it'll strip the paint off it when I take it off, but yeah, good smile. You really dropped the ball on this one. Really appalled by how the quality on this. That's it from me. Thank you for coming, and if you did enjoy this, if you enjoyed seeing me struggle, please leave a like, please consider subscribing, and like I said, let me know in the comments what you thought of the Megumin Figma, if you have bought it yourself and had fell into the same issues as me. If you do want to see more, you can check out my review on the Aqua Figma, and plenty of other Konosuba stuff that is well worth checking out. Thank you for coming, and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.